What's up everybody and welcome to the full Die Machine Easter egg guide for Cold War Zombies. Absolutely no BS, so let's jump straight into it. So first thing you need to do is make sure you turn on the power and also open up Pack-a-Punch. If you don't know how to do that, there'll be a link inside the description right now. After that's done, make sure you kill the first boss zombie that comes inside of the map. He will then split into two zombies, and after you kill the second one, he will drop you a key card. That key card can be placed inside of this computer terminal, inside of the giant nuke room. You'll then be given a box that you can place in the downstairs area of Nagda and Toten in this area right here. Get a full train of zombies and train them past this area and then activate it. This is going to be a trap and you need to get a certain amount of zombie kills with this trap, and once you've got those, you'll be able to activate where you place that down once again and it will blow off the door, giving you the free wonder weapon. Now you've got the wonder weapon, go and make your way back to the power room. You'll then see a portal. Enter that portal and now you need to go and find 3 pieces of the ethoscope while inside of this portal mode. There's 3 locations and they can spawn in any order. The first part can be found at the back of the portal accelerator room near the vent. Another part can be found on the plane debris, and then the final part can be found over inside of the spawn location underneath the stairs. Once you've got those 3 pieces, you'll be able to then craft the ethoscope underneath the Pack-a-Punch machine on the buildable table. After this, you might have to flip a couple of rounds, but eventually there will be a portal that spawns inside of the speed cola room. Enter that portal, then go over to the computer in the speed cola room and you'll find a diary. Once you've got the diary, drop down and interact with the anomaly in the corner of the room. A ghost will spawn in and give that ghost the diary. The ghost will then speak, and as long as you are stood near the ghost, you will not get hurt by the zombies. Wait until that ghost stops speaking and then make your way over to the control room where you do your challenges. There'll be another anomaly there, and if you are quick enough to that, you will be able to interact with this one as well, spawn in the ghost, and then make sure you give the ghost the diary, and once the ghost stops speaking, it will then take you out of the dark ether mode. The time should run out, and then you'll just have to flip rounds until the portal inside of that speed cola room spawns back in. It could spawn in instantly, or it could take 1 to 2 rounds. So enter that portal again, now making your way over to the underneath area of Pack-a-Punch. You'll find your third and final anomaly that you can interact with, and once again, give that ghost the diary. Once that ghost has stopped speaking, you'll then be able to go and make your way over to the speed cola room, where you can now interact with the computer out of dark ether mode, and you'll be able to enter the password. But don't worry, you don't need to enter a real password, you just interact with the computer. At this point, you need to make sure that you build all of the variants of the wonder weapon. There's 4 variants in total: a poison one, a fire one, an electric one, and also an ice one. But let's start out with poison. So to get the poison upgrade, make sure that you are holding the wonder weapon. Go to the top floor of Nagda and Toten and make sure that you have at least 1 bullet used of that wonder weapon. Use the left trigger effect where it starts sucking up this canister on the top floor. Pick up the canister and then go and make your way over to the nuke room, drop down near Deadshot Daiquiri, and you'll be able to place it in right here. Now you gotta kill a dog next to this. Once you've killed the dog, pick up the canister again and then go and make your way over to near the plane where you can place it on this box, shoot the box, and you can officially pick up the part, upgrading yourself to the poison wonder weapon. Now make your way back to the speed cola room where you're able to shoot this device on the ceiling with that poison wonder weapon and making the device move. Next up, we'll go for the ice upgrade. So some of these upgrades do need you to go back to the original variant of this wonder weapon. So just go back to the box that you just used, so the poison box, and it'll revert it back. So once again, start out with an original one. For ice upgrade, we're gonna get the boss zombie, so the green zombie inside of the map, to fire his attack at this tree. The tree will then turn purple, and you can now make your way to the top floor of Nagda and Toten, where you can shoot this box off with the wonder weapon, dropping down, and you can go and actually get a beaker that has come out of that box. Place the beaker underneath the purple tree that the boss zombie just turned, and then wait around 1 to 2 minutes, and that beaker will then fill with blue liquid. Take that blue liquid down to the speed cola room, interact with this box right here, then you can pick up the piece for the wonder weapon, giving you the ice wonder weapon. Then shoot another one of those things coming off the device on the ceiling. Next up, we'll do fire. So revert back to the original wonder weapon once again by interacting with that ice box and go over to the wrecked plane. Shoot the box under the plane to open up that box. Then make your way over to the pond area of the map where you should now have a portal open. If not, flip a few rounds. Enter that portal. Now that you've entered the portal, make your way back to that plane where you just shot that box, and the plane will be lifted up and you'll be able to actually grab that piece. Then make your way down to the nuke room again where Deadshot Daiquiri is, and you'll find the laser cutter. Place that in the laser cutter, you'll then be taken out of dark ether mode and make your way over to the truck next to the pond where you can now interact with that box and get yourself the fire wonder weapon. Go back to the speed cola room, shoot the device on the roof, and that's the 3rd one done. Now go and make your way back to the firebox and get the original wonder weapon back. Now for the electric upgrade. There's going to be 3 gems inside of the map that have orange stuff coming off them, but these can only be found inside of the dark ether mode. And you can only go through one specific portal, and that one is located right next to the Pack-a-Punch machine. So enter the portal, and then you can go and start finding these gems. You basically need to suck these gems and then go down to the Pack-a-Punch area of the map where you'll find this box. Shoot the box with each one of the upgraded shots that you get from those orange gems. The gem locations are as followed: the top floor of Nectar and Totem, and then either side of the tunnel. So there's one next to the pond area and then one next to the plane area. So once again, for each one of those gems, suck up using the left trigger of the wonder weapon and then fire at the box next to Pack-a-Punch. The box will then open up on the third one and you'll be able to grab the final part for the electric wonder weapon, fire up at the device on the ceiling, and then that step is finished. Now you'll be able to enter a portal next to the speed cola room. Enter that portal and you'll be able to go up to the top floor of the speed cola room where you will find another anomaly. Interact with that anomaly, the ghost will spawn in. Once again, if you stand next to the ghosts, you can't get hurt. And wait until the ghost stops speaking. They will then drop a wrench. Pick up the wrench and make your way to the spawn area of the map where you can now go and hit the wrench on the tank. And you'll be able to hit it on there a few times. Then a zombie should pop out of the top of the tank and you can kill that zombie. Then buy a Semtex from the craftable table and throw the Semtex onto the tank roof. The tank will then shoot and it will actually shoot down a part that is on one of the trees in another corner of the map. So make your way over to the wrecked plane where you can now find this device on the floor. At this point, I massively recommend you have stamina up and also maybe keep one zombie alive at this point. Pick up the device and then make your way down to the speed cola room where you can now place that inside of this box on the wall. Now you need to get one of the boss green zombies inside of the map once again and kill him until he dies and splits off into two zombies. But keep both of the two split zombies alive because you need to train around and get them underneath that device that you shot the wonder weapons at. Once they're directly underneath, they'll be sucked up into that device and you will need both of them to be sucked up into that device. Once they're both in, go over to the computer, interact with it, and it will cause a lockdown cutscene where you can see that boss zombie inside of that canister and he will exit. Once the doors lift up, run over to Nectar and Totem and interact with the portal there. You'll then be able to go over to the back side of Nectar and Totem where you'll find your final anomaly that you can interact with, spawning in a ghost. And once he's finished speaking, you now need to get ready for the boss fight. So get all perks that you want, get all the weapons that you want. I recommend using the shotguns in the map. They're very overpowered, and make sure that you've upgraded your armor all the way because you'll now be able to pick up a picture at the back of Nectar and Totem and that will then spawn you inside of the boss fight. So the boss fight's pretty darn simple. Basically, all you've got to do is defend that boss. He's going to help you out. He's going to start messing around with the systems inside of that room, and all you've got to do is protect him, kill the zombies that try and get around him. I recommend you use monkey bombs for this. I really enjoyed using the poison wonder weapon for this. I like that a lot, and also the ice one. Unfortunately, on the solo game that I was recording, it randomly did this. So that was fun because I just spent 45 minutes getting to that point and it kicked me out of the game. But luckily, I still had some gameplay from when we were in the 4-player game earlier on in the night with Noah J456, Geeky Pastimes, and also Starburst. So there's going to be 3 of these lockdowns that appear. All you've got to do, once again, kill zombies. Super simple. And once the lockdown finishes, then make your way through this route. If you go any other route, you will die. Follow the exact route that I'm taking right now. So you go through the back side of the room, up through the tunnel, over the right-hand side, down past through the pond, and then into the exfil helicopter. And that is you done. Well done. You've officially completed the full Easter egg to Die Machine on Cold War Zombies. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.